Black History Month, a call for reflection. Black History Month is the month set aside to talk about the history of Black people in Canada and in the United States of America. Alongside some history lessons comes the discussions on racism and discrimination and ways to eliminate these social issues. Much have been spoken about elimination of racism and discrimination against Black people. Not sure how successful we are on this. But this is not to address racism and discrimination, but a discussion on the stories of Black people in Canada and how it adds to building the history of Black people of Canada. Storytelling is part of Africa's culture. It is such an important value of the culture that parents take time to tell their children stories. They don't just start talking, they wait for the appropriate time. They ensure that distractions are minimized. During the day, they ensure that the children have had enough exercise through play. After supper and upon completion of last chores for the day, parents gather the children and sit them down and tell stories that help shape their lives forever. These stories are told with passion and most of the time stay with the listener all through life, serving as a guiding principle. We heard and read about the Underground Railroad in the 1700s to 1800s, about 30,000 to 40,000 who fled the United States to Canada, the Black Californians, about 800 free Blacks who moved to Vancouver Island from California. Before all this, in the 1600 to 1700, there was the Black Loyalists, there was the Jamaican Maroons. Not sure how many kids of our day today knows about Matthew da Costa. Are there lessons we can learn from their early experiences that can help us navigate our world today? Are there relics that we can touch, see, and feel? Let us bring back storytelling and tell our history. We're making our time to listen for those who came before us. Immigrants from African descent are no stranger to racism and discrimination. Over the years and through the provincial nominee program, student stream, refugee stream, and other immigration options available, the population of Black people increased. This sudden increase produced pushbacks and a sudden rejection of Black people migration. Blacks suddenly were regarded as too many, too much. All persons of color fell under one group, people from African descent. It does not matter that Africa is a continent and that Jamaica is in the Caribbean. Americans, Australians, Asians, you name it. You are Black and fall into the same category. Persons of color became the face of an immigrant. Unlike other races, which can easily be distinguished by their countries of origin, French, Ukrainian, Polish, Chinese, etc., or by their language. As we step into the month of February, let us make our time to listen to our elderly Black folks who pioneered the survival against all odds. We want to listen to their stories of early Black immigrants who arrived in Canada as farm workers, factory workers. I think that it is fair to dedicate part of history to talking about the struggles of early Black settlers. Telling these stories will help more recent immigrants to not forget the sacrifices made by others before us. Let us gather around them like children and hear how they navigate through life in the early days of their arrival. Let us hear them speak without interruption. Let's discuss the trauma they must have felt, the loneliness, the isolation they felt. Let us hear how they navigated through school system, financial predicaments, marital issues, how children felt growing up in isolation. It is worth listening to. It is worth spending time on. Let us hear how they cope with family separation, raising teenagers, young adults, the psychological impact of growing up in a society where you are clearly discriminated against. Let us dedicate this month to listening to others. We might be able to make sense of our lives today, and with respect, remember that the road in which we are walking today, someone else have taken the beating first, so that today we might have the opportunity to celebrate Black History Month. These stories will help us see the kindness of people. We might find something to guide us as a principle. Let us embrace the history that unites, that upholds truth, and seek for a better and peaceful coexistence of all.